Yeah, I feel good about my game. I feel like things are very, very close in terms of winning tournaments. I feel and know that I'm playing well enough to win tournaments. It's just at this point about actually doing it. I think it's like a lot of us start putting a little too much pressure on ourselves, and I sometimes want it a little bit too bad. So just staying patient and just trying to let it come to me and let it happen, and hopefully it happens sooner rather than later. I think it's easy to overlook. At least for me personally, it's hard to give myself credit when things are going well, is how I would maybe best describe it. And I mean, it's hard to say it without really sounding cocky or arrogant, but like I played really, really good golf for 6-7 years, and while it was happening, of course I would never sit here and tell you. I would tell you about all the things I would want to do better and why this should have been better, because we're golfers, that's what we do. But yeah, sometimes when it's not going well, it's easier to sit back and look like, all right, damn, like I was playing really well, and I was doing a lot of things well, and I was in contention, a lot more than anybody else. I did all these different things, and I just think when you're in that moment or when it's going on, you sometimes can lose that. You can just lose that view of it. So it's more just trying to get back and, like I have been, enjoying it and enjoying the competition, and just trying to put myself there and win tournaments, because it's more fun than anything. I mean, the one thing that I would say as a whole that I like the most is just that when you have all the best players playing together as often as possible. I mean, obviously you can't have not every NFL game is a Pro Bowl, but it essentially it is, right? I mean, you have it's all the best and in their specific sport, and it's an extremely small percentage in the grand scheme of things of how many play professionally in their sport, but they are all kind of whatever. It's, there's nothing better than Sundays when you can just sit in the couch and you just get to watch, just some freak athletes go play football and hit each other and all day. I mean, it's so, I don't know, but that's kind of the main thing I feel like would be, is beneficial to fans and is beneficial to us. I mean, I was talking to Coach Sewell this week, our coach at Alabama, and we talked about our team, and we talked about how the practices and when we played, and how competitive Bobby Wyatt was, and Corey Whitsett, and Trey Mullinax, Hunter Hamrick, Scott Strohmeyer, like Tom Lovelady, all these guys, and it was like we truly feel like we were better because we played around each other and practiced with each other. And I think the same is to be said for at a competitive level. I mean, I know Jordan and I fed off each other in 2017, 2018, 2016, and we kind of pushed each other a little bit. We may not have had a conversation about it, but I know internally I don't want him to beat me, and I'm pretty sure he feels the same way. So I think getting all the best players in the world together more often is just going to create more and more competitive nature, and which I guess would result in a better product. More than anything is I'm trying to not I mean, I was this way kind of when the Tour Championship format changed. It's like, look, I didn't like it. It's still not my favorite, but you have to give something time. That's how I'm trying to be with how these tournaments are. Is like, and I think from my understanding, it sounds like that's what a lot of the board members or Jay or people are saying, is that we need to give this a little bit of time to see if it works. I mean, pretty much anything, any league, sport, whatever has tried ever has been really their best guess of what they think is best. And then if it isn't, they change it and do something differently. And if it is good, you stick with it. So, hopefully the choices we've made have been the best choices, and we can just keep on keeping on. I know that it's gone way, I shouldn't say way deeper, but it's just way bigger than Jay. I think Jay is just a part of the huge group of people that has been pushing for all the changes and progress that the tour has been making. So I've been pleased with all the the latest stuff that's been happening and been going on, and Jay's been a part of that group. So, I think this is a lot bigger than one person sitting there and, making all the decisions. Understand he has his role, but there's a really, really big group of people and players that are involved now that I think are making a wholesome decision for all of us.